episode of Team S Class. All right, so today we're going to talk about the Anime of the Year prediction as well as Game of the Year. I know there was a list that came out for Game of the Year. We're going to talk about that. So, starting off though, Anime of the Year. AJ, what are your top 5 Anime of the Year? You know what? Here we're going to do both. We're going to do top 5 Anime of the Year, and then who do you think should win Game of the Year? So, what's your top 5 picks for Anime of the Year?
Top 5 picks. Bleach, of course. Off top.
Hey, okay. All right. I'm good now. I'm good. I don't care what you say after
I
that.
really wanted to save it, but yeah, Bleach. Like I just been stuck on that for
Yeah.
that's one of the episodes.
So we got Bleach.
Bleach.
Y'all agree with Bleach?
100%.
I agree with that
100%.
100%, man. Like, it's deserved.
Bleach is making
10 times
a
I would
crazy-
go ahead and say Solo Leveling.
That was my last one.
Solo Leveling.
You know, okay. I'm gonna say no. Solely because. Hear me out. Solo Leveling. They only gave us 12 episodes. That's my first issue. One.
I mean, that's standard now.
No. I'm not going for
But
that.
they stuck closer to
Hold
the
on.
manhwa.
Hold on.
Okay.
They only gave us 12 episodes. Personally, I wanted 24, just to flesh out the story a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Those 12 episodes, for me, did not do enough to give everybody like a full understanding of how great Solo Leveling is as a show.
Okay.
Season 1 was a little too slow. That's one. 2, a lot of people that watched it they've already read the manga, so we already know. Oh yeah, it's slow right now, but just wait till season.
Right.
That's really what it is.
He
So
fights,
let's
he
do
fights
this.
Eager. So that's why you're saying.
So let's do this. If I erase all your memories of that manga and you just watch season 1, would you really give it Anime of the Year?
Okay, because of the fight with Egress, it would make me want to read it.
Right.
Egress was cool, but I'm gonna say it again. If we removed your memory banks of that manga, because we all read it, we finished it. We know it's gonna be amazing. Would you give it Anime of the Year just all those 12 episodes?
I say it should be in the running for Anime of the
I
Year,
don't think it would make
right?
Based off of
It's gonna be your top choice.
No, I'm not. First off, I just said we gotta give our top 5. So I'm not saying it's gonna.
But I'm just saying in general, would it be your top choice? If you,
For me, yes, I
never
would
read
throw
the
it in
manga,
there.
never read the manga.
I would throw it in there because of animation alone, just to see how Sung Jin-woo is growing and developing. You're right, it should have been 24, 30 episodes. 12 is definitely a teaser.
Just to flesh it out more, because there's
Yeah.
so much more to it.
Right. But I think, yes, I wouldn't add it in my top 5.
Alright, well.
So, okay, give me another one.
I mean, mine was gonna be Bleach.
Okay,
Oh, man, I got this. Kaiju number 8.
How'd you number 8?
Let's come on now.
Okay.
Let's.
I feel like Kaiju number
Whether
8
you
is
rep-
your standard shonen. It
Yes.
hits all the tropes.
Yes.
All right, Kaiju number 8 is pretty nice, and then it gets even crazier in the manga as well. Yeah, Kaiju number 8.
See, Kaiju number 8 is like, if you read the manga, it don't matter. If you didn't read the manga, it still don't matter. Either or, it don't matter. You watch that show and you're just like, hey, yo, what is going on? He transforms the first time.
Yeah.
First off, it's one of the fights where he just said, I'm going to put everything into this one hit. My boy charged up with everything. The animation was so amazing. It was so perfect. I think the only thing that they irritated me with was, for those of you who haven't watched it, I'm sorry, I don't know why you haven't watched it by now. They showed you the number one recruit or fighter or captain, in that whole division. If you see the way he looks in the anime versus the way he looks in the manga, they ruined his face. He looks
The lightning dude?
the dude that can see the future.
Yeah.
Or see a few seconds.
Yeah.
Oh man, I saw his face. I'm like, bro, why do you look like you little bait? You look a little bait dog.
Okay, so we got Bleach, Solo Leveling, Kaiju number 8. I want to throw in Windbreaker.
No.
Y'all haven't seen Windbreaker?
No, I've seen
seen
Windbreaker,
it.
but no.
You don't think so?
I haven't
It was
watched
good.
it.
I'm just-
enough of
It won't be top 5.
I haven't watched
It
enough of
won't
it
be
to
top
really
5.
put
I
it
don't
in
think it'd be top 5. I won't even say top 10.
Top 10. No,
I know the fight.
Oh, that
Windbreaker
Windbreaker
is
is straight hands.
Windbreaker is going to be a better Tokyo Revengers.
That's all it is.
Oh, yeah.
Windbreaker
Okay.
is hands down.
So
better.
instead of Windbreaker, who else would do that?
with Story or Wanda and
Yes! Oh my
Yeah,
god!
that was beautiful. That was
animation.
beautiful. The animation.
10 out of 10.
10.
I've read the manga, so I'm a little biased.
I was-
the story.
I know, but I like the truth.
I was
10.
really trying to save that one, but since you brought it up, I was trying to wait. But since you brought that up,
Got to. That shows.
I feel like that's a better Black Clover.
Stop. Let's not. We're not doing that. We're
No,
not
we
doing
yeah, we
that.
definitely.
You know, all right. Okay. Here. Let me.
Have you
I'm
seen
fix
Black
this.
Clover?
Yeah,
I'm
I've
gonna
seen
fix
Black
this.
Clover.
I'm gonna fix this right now.
Story wise.
The only
Story wise.
no,
Yeah.
no. The only difference, the only similarity between those two is he can't use magic and he can't use magic. Asta has anti-magic. This man don't got no anti-magic.
Bro has contract.
He is straight strength.
Yeah, it is straight strength. I'm not saying he's stronger than Asta. I mean,
What are we saying? Strength, battle IQ, know-how, ingenuity. What does Asta have? I'm gonna
That
go
dog.
past my
You
limits.
got that dog in him.
Come on,
That's it.
bro. Come
That's
on,
it.
bro.
Just want to throw hands.
He said,
Everybody had magic. Everybody felt like they were better than him, and he's outdoing all of them. He even went head to head with his own teacher. He should have slaughtered that man.
Yeah.
look, first off,
He still got that hit on.
I have no problem with Black Clover. What's the fire people? Oak Girl, she's a beast.
Meliora.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, she's a.
if you saw her in the movie when she fought one of the old Wizard Kings back in
But
Yeah.
Boy!
I think, matter of fact, the latest movie from Black Clover came out.
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
animation with
about.
they fight the. I think my issue with Black Clover itself is just Asta in general. I just don't really.
They fixed it though, because you know the first thing they were complaining about. Well,
It's
it's
his voice.
Yeah.
he yells too much.
Yeah.
and then they toned that
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
But as a story, Black Clover's great. I think the only thing that I hate that happened, but I know the mangaka having issues with the family and all that, so
Right.
that's understandable. Is you don't get it at like on a monthly or weekly basis anymore. It's every 3 months now.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that, but Black Clover as a whole is great. Everybody's like it fell off. It never fell off.
So with Story of Wand and Shield is added to the list. Give me one last one that should be added.
It's gonna be a little hard.
Yeah.
No, I'm lying. Blue Lock.
Season 2 of Blue Lock.
I like Blue Lock.
I mean, but is it?
The animation's trash.
What do you
It's a PowerPoint thing. I love Blue Lock.
What are you?
It's bias. I love Blue Lock.
This guy.
I love Blue Lock. I'm sorry. I love Blue Lock so much.
I want to add for anime of the year into this running the last season of My Hero.
No.
You don't like My Hero?
Not the last.
I didn't like the last.
The way
Overall,
got his
it is
shit
a-
blown off.
I don't
What?
Overall, as a show.
First, I don't like how they ended it.
Yeah, like.
Well, the anime's still going.
Right.
So
but just-
the manga, yeah, that's a little different.
You cut me off mid-fight.
Like, that's
Fight shit
boring.
rocking.
That's
Like, come on.
Man, what other animes came out?
I
this
can't
year?
get-
Hold on.
Was Master this year?
Season 2.
Season 2 Master was this
Yeah,
year?
yeah,
Like
Master
this
year.
year?
I believe.
I don't. Was it JJK season 2? I don't want to add JJK.
Nah, we're not gonna do
I
that.
don't want to add
JJK mine.
No. JJK wasn't this year.
It wasn't?
No,
It was early this year.
No, JJK wasn't
No,
this
that
year.
was
I'm
last
tripping
year.
now.
Wasn't JJK last year?
I thought it was last year.
Okay, so last year. Okay, all good. All
Yeah, I
good.
don't want to add JJK, but
don't wanna give
Demon
it a
Slayer,
knockdown.
I was gonna say Demon Slayer.
the last season of Demon Slayer, the Infinity
The
Castle.
training
They
arc.
talking about the training arc.
Oh, training arc, yeah, and then okay, I don't want to say Demon Slayer because the only thing good about Demon Slayer was like the last 2 episodes when they finally fell into the
They
castle
milking it, bro. They milking it.
and they fought. Wait, what do you mean? They're going literally panel for panel in the
They
manga
milking it, bro. Those seasons are getting too short. They milking that, bro. I'm
because it's not a long. This is the last arc right here. It's not a long. It's not much left.
All right, side tangent. Demon Slayer is a great story. Sorry, it's a okay story. It just needed a little tweaking. What I would have fixed, and it's the only thing I'm gonna fix. Personally, I'm not a fan of you whacking off all the Hashira. That part bothered my soul. But
Whatever.
whatever.
I'm cool with that because it's
I'm-
something different.
You hyped them up like they were the best thing smoking, and then when
I mean, they
spoiler,
were until
when the final fight comes,
Us.
Muzan is over there like y'all really ain't.
Yeah. Okay. Actually,
Same thing with Tanjiro.
Since he said
Overhyped. They made him look like he was supposed to be that guy.
He
Spoiler
did.
again.
He
He
did
did that.
when he became Demon King Tanjiro. What are you talking about?
How did he become Demon King? He was fighting with Muzan in his body and then he won.
He injected the.
Bro, stop. Let me tell you what really happened. He fought Muzan. Oh, my son breathing. What did he do with it? Tell me. What did he do with it?
What are you talking about when he
What did he do with
when he
it?
fought Muzan?
Yeah, what did he do with
Was
it?
he missing a hand because of?
What did he do with it? The magical sun breathing. What did he do with
He
it?
didn't
Hell,
really
hold him
use
in
it.
place. Nothing.
Yeah,
Muzan was
he-
fighting Hashira over here, Hashira over here, a Hashira over here. He made 7 or 6 different arms, holding all that off at the same time.
Because
What? No,
it's
hold on.
Muzan.
Look at you, man. So why are you hyped up like the MC, like he's supposed to do something? Name me an MC that looks like they're supposed to be that guy that can't beat the final boss.
Tanjiro is a human.
Name me an MC that cannot beat the final boss.
Technically, Ichigo didn't beat him by himself.
Ichigo smacked Aizen. What do we say?
Yuga-Ball. I'm talking about Yuga-Ball, not Aizen.
Ichigo smacked you up.
He got help from. He got help from what's his face? The other Quincy.
He did way better than what they did. Tanjiro didn't do anything.
Tanjiro is a human going up against the final fucking boss
Who cares?
of demons.
MC is an MC.
You're supposed to be able to overcome.
Okay, you know what?
the
Matter of
boss.
fact, hold on real quick. Let's go my hero. Deku was a human. They got a power that's not even his. MC, hold on.
Everybody in My Hero is a human.
Who cares? The MC. You say human. I'm using a human.
Yeah, that's fair.
Going up against who? A nigga who just destroys shit. What do you?
The nigga that destroyed shit was smacking everybody. Is that what you're saying?
Muzan was smacking everybody. What do we say?
And no one could do anything to him.
Not even the MC.
Did we read the same manga?
We read the same manga.
Where the final boss was standing in place.
They
and
all
just
jumped
holding
him. They all jumped
The
him.
jump was a failure.
They jumped because first off, let's keep in mind when they jumped Muzan, it was after they fucking fought. Giyu and Tanjiro fucking fought Akaza, and both of them, or Giyu was missing a fucking hand.
Yeah.
And wasn't Tanjiro missing a hand too, or an arm or something, some shit like that? So that was number one. Number two, the Stone Hashira fought Upper Rank 1. Not only did he fight Upper Rank 1, he had to watch. I'm sorry, this is hella spoilers. No.
I thought Mist fought Upper Rank 1.
Mist, Wind, the Wind's brother, and the Stone Hashira, which, by the way, what's his face died. The Mist Hashira died. He get cut in half.
He get cut in half.
Oh boy gets cut in half. The Wind's brother, I forget his fucking.
Is it Giyu? Genji?
He's something.
He's something. Is it something?
Yeah. He fucking dies. I think the coolest part of that panel though was when when the number one Hashira, he literally just made his mark appear.
Yep.
He just fucking, that shit was hard as
That
shit.
was clean.
Yeah. And on top of that, when they fought Upper Rank 2, when old girl with the eyesight and then Inosuke fighter fought her, the Butterfly Hashira died right before that.
Yep.
So they already got their ass. So everybody is literally on 10 HP fighting fucking Muzan. So of course he's gonna hold them back.
I'm not going, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not going, bro. Sorry.
This guy.
Demon Slayer, I'm gonna say it again, it's not a bad show. It's not a bad manga either. It's just Tanjiro was just built up to be this end all be all savior thing. He wasn't that.
He wasn't supposed to be a savior. It was more so that
He wasn't.
everything
Tanjiro's the
changed.
only one with sun breathing.
Everything changed when he
Sun
came
breathing
into
was described as the first form of breathing.
He could barely use sun breathing.
But you feel like how you strengthening
He's
my
not even
point?
watching.
No,
He was
oh my
hyped
God.
up.
It's
To
like
be
you're
this
watching
guy.
Was he
the
hyped though? How was he hyped? He had
Tanjiro had the best IQ out of everybody. Tanjiro was keeping up. He didn't?
Go ahead. Tanjiro's keeping up with what?
His battle IQ was the best out of everybody. Then they hyped him even more when Tanjiro was damn near using another form of breathing outside of his skill set. What was it? What's my man's name that's always crying?
Zenitsu?
Zenitsu's first form of breathing.
He just, and
No,
first off,
bro.
I wouldn't even count that as
I
he was
think he
imitating
imitated
because he even said himself he was nowhere near as fast
That's
as Zenitsu.
fine. I'm not worried about him being as fast. I'm saying he is showing promises you are going to be that guy. The crazy part is he never even trained to try and be a Hashira. How is it the non-Hashira is doing more or just as much as the regular Hashiras, in my fucking opinion?
Because by the time the end of the series, he's Hashira level.
no, he's not. He's
Yes,
not keeping
he's
up with
old.
those Hashiras.
Oh, he is definitely Hashira level by the time he gets to
He's
fight
not keeping
Muzan.
up with the sound Hashira. He's not keeping up. He's not
Oh,
keeping up
first
with
off, Tig, that's my dog.
He's not.
Tig, I feel like Tig should have been in the Infinity Castle arc, and then maybe the Snake Hashira fought Gitaru, but
If
that's a completely
Tengen
different
was in the
story.
Infinity Castle, it'd have been a whole different fight.
Completely different story.
It'll be. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because I feel like Tengen would be the perfect counter to Muzan's fucking.
Yes.
whatever. They would have been a perfect.
Because
counter.
you already know what move he's gonna use.
He's just gonna.
And then he's
stand.
gonna like, I can see the sound or whatever. He just-
Okay, we done got way off. Okay,
Hey, look.
so there was a list that was put out for the Joystick Game Awards
Oh, yeah,
for I think it was top 10 nominees for Game of the Year. So go ahead, Ruben, read off the top 10 or read off the list real quick.
So it's Animal Well. I don't know what that is.
Neither.
Astrobot. Don't know what that
That's
is.
like a PlayStation
It was-
exclusive.
Yeah.
Balatrol. Don't know what that is. Black Myth, everybody should know what that is. Call of Duty, that's self-explanatory. Dragon Age, The Veil God. Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth. Helldivers 2, Metaphor. Refantasio, Satisfactory, which I have no idea what that is. Silent Hill 2. And of course, Tekken 8.
Tekken 8. So that's crazy. A fighting game for Game,
For
of, the Year.
Yeah,
Right?
that's-
Game of the Year.
It just shows you how
It-
great Tekken is.
Right. It doesn't even matter if it wins or it's just the fact that it's nominated.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have all these games, and who do you think is going to win Game of the Year?
It's gonna have to be Final Fantasy Rebirth or Black Myth.
Black Myth.
What do you
Same
think?
thing.
Really?
Same thing.
Same thing?
I agree. I love Tekken. Like I have a bias towards Tekken, but I do agree with
Yeah, I put my
Black
bias
Myth.
in the pocket because
Yeah.
it's like
Like Black Myth and
Black
Final
Man takes
Fantasy.
it. Black Man. So here's the thing. And we talked about this for a good minute. I have fucking Cloud and Sephiroth tattoos. I love the fucking franchise.
Yeah, me too.
It's just the fact that Rebirth, they got it wrong on a couple things.
They did.
They got it wrong on a couple things simply because I feel like they were so focused on. They cut a lot of shit out
a lot.
from the original. They cut a lot of, and I feel like because they were so focused on looks,
The cinematic.
Yeah.
the cinematics of it, and what they gave
was
us in
beautiful.
return, like that virtual reality with you and Ares or whatever, like, and you're fighting. It's like you're fighting Barrett and Red 13, and it's and then it's like it's a golden saucer.
Oh,
Right? You put
Oh,
the thing
yes.
on.
Yeah, yeah, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So what they gave us in it, as opposed to what they cut out, it just wasn't worth it. It wasn't balanced. When Final Fantasy VII, the original itself, was a phenomenal game, and they should have literally just did it like anime and manga. You should have just went panel for panel, right? So you should have just went, pixel for pixel, right? And I really think they fumbled hard the Aerith scene at the end. And then the fact that Sephiroth was saying, oh, there's like two different worlds. There's
Yeah.
the original world. It not only was it hella confusing, but you literally thought Cloud blocked
Yes.
Sephiroth, and then it turns out she was hit anyway.
Right.
That whole cluster, to me, I feel like that right there, because of that. If you never played the original, okay, I got it. That's fine. But if you played the original, just that piece alone, I don't think it should win Game of the Year.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. So it'll still win Game of the Year. I wholeheartedly believe it. If it doesn't and loses to Black Myth, I'm
And that's
okay with
it.
it.
Black Myth should win it.
I'm okay
Black
with either
Myth
or.
should win it.
But I'm gonna just stand on the point that it is gonna win. So it's not gonna lose because of that. We talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing with the split realities, it's those whispers they threw in there.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to, like I said, it's a remake. It's not a
Yeah,
remaster, not a re whatever. It's not
Yeah.
them. No, it's they're trying to
Yeah.
give you
Redo
the
it.
story, but they're gonna make it a little different.
It is beautiful. Don't get me
It's
wrong. It
amazing.
is beautiful.
Here is why, if it doesn't win, or why I feel like it won't win, the fluff that we complained about, all that side
Yeah.
crap that
Not
we
even
had
the
to do,
side, not even the side.
didn't
The
even
whole,
feel
you give me this
worth
whole
it.
big environment
it
with minimal materials. Like I could pick whatever here, and then I gotta travel 50 million kilometers to go to the next treasure chest.
right. Oh, you have to get 7 out of 7 of this.
Not just
Get
that,
10 out of 10 of
but
this.
here. Let's back up. Let's explain this fluff real quick because they all know what we're talking about. So when we say fluff, we mean you have these side missions. The game forces you. The game forces you to play certain side. Like when you're on the boat, you have to play Queen's Blood.
Yes, you have to.
You have to. So it distracts you. It's like, why do we have that when in the original, it's just straight story.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So they give us fluff. I wouldn't say in a means to distract us, but it's fluff to give us a complete game, which is bullshit because it was already a complete game.
Right. on its own.
You see what I'm saying? So Queen's Blood should be optional. There are several points in the game where it is not. What else was the Chocobo racing should be optional. It is not. You see what I'm saying?
It's
Now here I will because I know
Whoa,
It's mandatory.
where is it mandatory?
It's mandatory. What?
If you want to get certain,
I
if you
thought-
want to get super goggles, the material for super goggles.
Oh,
you
okay,
gotta
you
go-
talking about that.
Well, hold on, but what's it?
Okay.
No,
Alright.
because
No, you have to.
no, you have to
'Cause you have to
race
go,
at when you drop down in the roller
That's part of the
coaster.
story.
yeah, you got to progress. Yeah, you
That's in the regular Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
No,
That's
well,
normal.
yes. Well, hold on, because there's certain mini games like in the original Final Fantasy, like when you escape, you're on a motorcycle,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you have to play that mini game, right? Like that's fine. But certain stuff, it's just like, why is there so much? Like there's certain points in time to where it's just kind of like, oh, I have to keep playing mini game after mini game after
No,
mini
no,
game
no,
to progress the story.
I give you that. Hands down, I'm not arguing that. But I'm saying the one time you do have to race, that's part of the original story.
when you have to save,
The core prison.
yeah,
and that's whole Barrett's whole storyline
Yeah,
thing,
that's
whatever. Yeah,
right.
that one I'm fine with. The things I don't care for is like when you have to play the mini games to get like these little relic pieces to fight. Is it Gilgamesh
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't want to do all. Let me just.
Oh,
fight.
also, I didn't like the summon setup to where you got to
Yeah.
fight them with Chatley. I like Chatley's his tasks, but the summon ones specifically I didn't like simply
They should have just
because
let me go explore and grab them like I didn't say.
exactly because what are they gonna do with this next iteration for Knights of the Round?
Because you got to go.
Because speaking of Knights of the Round, they got rid of the Chocobo breeding system, which I think is
Yeah, that's all I wanted to get to. Yeah.
which is one of the fucking staples that no other Final Fantasy. Well, I could be wrong. I haven't played every single Final Fantasy. There's so many of them, but I don't think any other one has breeding like that because you can make the black chocobo. You breed in shit?
Not breeding, but as far as like you had to get certain things to get.
I know what he's
stuff.
talking
Oh yeah, that's
You can
different.
train them. Yeah, but not
But
to that
in the
level.
original, you have a collection. You can
yeah,
get
the
gold.
Yeah.
And then you need the
Blue,
gold
green.
chocobo
Mhm.
to get Knights of the Round because you have to go on that island, which by itself, and you need a chocobo that not only goes on water but goes up
And
mountains.
even
Yep.
prior to that, you gotta breed your river chocobo and your mountain chocobo to get your black chocobo. Then you gotta get a black chocobo to breed with a regular, but it has to get S-rank chocobo.
Yes.
And you gotta race them, and you gotta race them to get S-rate.
Right.
So
So you gotta get you an S-rank, bro. That-
Hold on, wait. They
That's
gave you
annoying.
all that? It was
I'm
annoying.
so serious, bro.
But like once you did it all and you got Knights of the Round, it's like,
was-
yeah, this was worth it.
It was worth
It
it.
was
It was worth it.
But they took that away,
You
and
gotta
this is why I don't because the elements that they took out of the original game and the stuff they put in was not worth it. It felt like they cut corners. It felt like they cut so many corners to give us a beautiful game, but to me it doesn't hit as hard as the original. And then you take things like we talked about this before as well. So The Last of Us, the HBO show compared to the game, the little stuff that they took out of The Last of Us,
Didn't matter.
not only did it not matter, but they added stuff that helped
The
it.
story. Yeah.
So the stuff that they added for Final Fantasy, in my opinion, did not help with this fucking story.
It did. It did.
So
it
I
was-
think Black Myth Wukong is gonna take it because Black Myth Wukong, I mean, it.
Black Myth Wukong, first and foremost. Everybody says it's a boss rush. I agree. But
I
that is the
loved
most
every boss I
enjoyable
fought too, bro.
boss rush game I have ever.
Like,
I have
if you
never
say
died
it's a-
30 times to a boss and been so excited to fight him the 31st time.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, that-
Never.
If you say it's a Souls-like game, you've never played Souls.
Nah, that ain't nothing to do with
It
it.
is
Souls
not a
like
Souls-like.
not even.
It is more so like God of War, or
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
Devil
Even
May
the
Cry.
developers
Yeah.
said they got
Yeah.
their inspiration from God of War.
Yeah,
God of
if
War.
you say Black Myth Wukong is a Souls-like game, you've never played a fucking Souls game.
Woo.
It's just like-
Souls game is
Black
super
Myth
grindy. It's
Yeah. Also, which I see is not on that list because I don't think DLC can be nominated for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
The Elder Tree,
Elden.
just,
Oh, for Elden Ring? Or-
nah, it shouldn't have happened anyway. The DLC should never, even if it did get nominated, I would like, no, boycott this immediately.
Why? What is your beef with Elden Ring?
A DLC?
First off, I see what you're saying, but you're
Didn't it win Game of the Year last year? Or
It
last
did
2
win.
years?
It
Oh,
win
did
everything.
you?
Well, Baldur's Gate won last year, and then Elden Ring won
Well,
the year
2022.
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you want the DLC to win too? Stop. No.
But
we're not doing that.
here's what I'm okay with, which I think Black Myth Wukong should go this similar route because the DLC for Elden Ring is like $30. It's a whole new fucking game.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Basically, that's what
The
they
Yeah.
DLC
No,
for Black Myth Wukong, I heard, is supposed to be free.
And it's supposed to be 7 more chapters.
Exactly, because the original game's supposed to be 13 chapters. They
So
couldn't
the two
finish it in
DLC
time,
and
so
two
they.
DLC it's supposed to be 3.
So that's
DLC.
why it's free. Okay.
No, it's free because they made over $1 billion.
Oh, well, okay.
They did not expect to make that much money, so now they're just like, oh well,
Well, wasn't it? Isn't it the highest?
yeah,
highest
for this year, yes.
streaming, like
Like,
the highest downloaded on Steam, like ever?
Single player.
Single
Single
player.
player.
Yeah.
On like ever. Like how many did it have in like the first day?
I don't know. It was pretty big
It
though.
was
The only other game that came
ridiculous.
close to it was Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, yeah,
I think
that
Hogwarts
did- that
Legacy
did.
lost by like a few mil in terms of
but
profit.
Yeah.
we're not gonna get it. Hogwarts Legacy was okay, but after a certain while, it felt like it got repetitive.
It did get repetitive.
It was just
Extremely.
the same bullshit. So
Yeah.
Hogwarts Legacy started off. It had a really great premise, but then it just kind of
It faded out.
no. But Black Myth Wukong, I really feel like Black Myth Wukong should take it over Final Fantasy. They really should.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Like,
Also,
graphics,
again,
animation,
I'll
gameplay,
be
mechanics,
satisfied.
Gameplay, the weapons,
the weapons,
oh.
like the level cap system is like one of the highest I've seen.
So
Like,
this is just game of the year. This is just game of the year. I'm gonna break it down to a couple other categories that are on these award shows. Okay, so we're gonna talk about 2 real quick. So game and/or anime. What do you think should win best soundtrack?
for game and or anime.
Yep. Which one should win best soundtrack? I think Metaphor should win best soundtrack.
Well, now that I played that, like if I wouldn't have played Metaphor, it would have been Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I heard some of Metaphor
Like they remixed the
soundtrack.
battle theme. I don't know how many times.
I had to
Every
listen
little
to it a
remix
couple
on that.
times for Metaphor.
But nah, a Metaphor, the Buddha, you be snapping.
Bro.
I like it.
The
It's
Buddha-
slap. I'm not gonna
the
lie. It's
Buddha-
slap.
the
I'm
Buddha
listening to
snap,
that while I've
bro.
been in the gym.
The
I'm
Buddha
not gonna
snap.
lie to you. It does slap.
Metaphor.
Listen, I got that
It's
Metaphor thing on for an hour straight.
like-
and
yeah.
just keep
The
Metaphor
It
is
He
slaps.
said that, Mark. He said it in the group chat.
It slaps. I was
Metaphor should win
I was
best
greatly surprised at that.
best soundtrack.
When I heard it on TikTok the first time, I'm like, what is this game?
Right.
I'm like, yo, this thing's
Yeah.
actually.
Down.
It's rare that the soundtrack will actually make you want to go check the game.
And buy it. I had to
Yeah.
buy it because
And buy
it's
Yeah.
I bought it because of soundtrack.
I'm only like 10 hours in it, but it's still pretty good sound. Okay, what anime should win best soundtrack?
Oh,
Or it doesn't necessarily have to be best soundtrack. It could be best opening.
for-
What anime should win best soundtrack or best opening? Because I mean,
Bleach might win best.
Bleach, that's what I'm saying. Bleach's soundtrack is.
Bleach probably is going.
It's- Dude, do you know how many?
it's
Bleach
kind of
has
hard
been
to
out
follow up.
since 2004, right?
Right.
All of the openings in the soundtrack are continuously re-uploaded. They have millions upon millions of views. It only would make sense that Bleach will win that specific
Bleach should get
category.
it. It's really kind of hard to compete with last year. What My Special won, and I think the year before that, I could be wrong. I don't know if Masher won, but Masher was real popular.
Masher was-
Naturally.
Yeah, I don't know if it won, but it was a really close second. And then My Special was every fucking where
Mhm.
from JJK.
Yeah.
So these themes or whatever,
It
and
will be
then
Bleach.
did it? I could be wrong. Did Attack on Titan win at one point? Attack on Titan has
Yeah,
some
Attack on
banger
Titan
soundtrack.
That soundtrack
In a
is
good way.
for real.
I think the only one that will probably win soundtrack or opening rather is this is a new one obviously, but the Don Don.
Yeah.
Oh,
That soundtrack
Yeah,
is
yeah.
It hits different.
it's very
It
infectious.
is
I'm not
different.
gonna lie. Like I heard it the first time I was like, oh, okay,
Like, what
Yeah, I'm
is this?
sitting, bro. You already know I'm sitting here like,
all right, yeah. Like wait, so I was like, all right, chill out. Okay, you know what?
You
I'm
know,
not gonna
like,
repeat.
it's a sign of like the one soundtrack that I really liked for this year that the anime really just flopped really hard that it shouldn't have flopped was Ninja Kamui.
Oh my god.
I really,
Oh my god.
I really did like that's like some of
put
the
the glasses
soundtrack.
back on, bro.
Yeah, I did like some of that soundtrack, but
Ninja Kamui started off.
amazing.
Great.
The premise
It
was
had a
amazing.
wonderful concept
Oh my
until they added the
The
mech
Mech
suits.
suits. Oh.
I said, why are we
Next,
doing
bro.
this? Like, this isn't even, this, and they didn't even do it right. It was like 3D and it didn't look right. It was clunky.
Oh.
It was.
I was
it-
okay
it-
with the 3D up
No,
until the mech suits. Up until the mech suits. Up until the mech suits.
No.
But the fight when
No
this
3D
nigga did
at
his
all.
fucking, when he did his ninja signs and then his
It was
hands
hard.
came
No,
out.
that shit
Oh,
was
yeah.
dope. No, that shit
Oh.
was sick. Nigga, you just created like 6 more arms
My
from
man
shadows. Like, bro, what
and
the fuck is
just
going on?
forced it out, and he just slaughtered everybody in that
It was,
room.
it was dope, but when
I
It
feel like
just
it
didn't-
should have been like this is an alternate reality for Naruto, right? If Naruto was like a really dark and like oh shit, like
Dude,
the
he
main
tortured
character
that dude for days.
For
and
days.
Then set his ass
Then
on fire.
then set him on fire.
Then set him on fire.
think about the main character from Ninja Kamui. It could be like an alternate version of Sasuke, right? He's trying to go find his brother who kills the clan.
His
Right?
concept
Lights
of design.
there. My fault. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
What would have been better for Ninja Kamui? Instead of him going to get a mech suit, he should just went and just did some training.
That's what I'm
He should have did some
saying.
secret
Like,
training.
or it didn't necessarily have to be
Or-
a mech suit. It could have been like
The
some
fact
armor.
that-
It just could have been armor.
Or some kind of
That's
like, you know,
it. Or
extra
like
attachment.
an extra-
A blade. Give him a special
That's it.
sword.
Yeah. But not no full on mech suit.
Yeah,
because
that's like a new
whenever-
mech suit.
when they introduced the mech suits, it was after all this cool shit, like the fighting season, all that cool shit happened. And particularly he was like getting jumped on a roof or whatever, and he did some move.
With his arm, right? When he
And-
pulled
and
the
he
needle out.
did-
And his
it
arm
It
is
wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't
And-
a secret ability in the sense. It was just like
It kind of like
it was a
oppressive.
boost. It was like a life event.
It was
basically
like-
breaks all
so
your
there was a
limits.
doctor that said you can only do that one or
and
two more
and
times.
he literally did it and still survived.
Bro, the fact that you get all of this and then like his family died and all this fighting, all this cool action, and it literally does a 180.
Oh
To
my god.
fucking
Just to turn into a very, very, very poor version of Paddler, God dang, what was it, Tekman Blade. It was a poor attempt. It was a poor. Tekman Blade is an iconic retro mech anime, which if you guys haven't, please go watch it. It was an extremely poor attempt. I can go back and rewatch Tekman Blade and Techno
Yeah,
Man
why
and
not
shit,
issue?
and I'll rewatch it and just give me some
Just tell me
popcorn
after I
snacks.
watched the first 5 episodes.
That's it.
Bro,
Yeah.
because
So-
even when they give us their secret abilities, like okay, he has ultimate awareness, he has ultimate speed. Then you give the douchebag what was it? What was his name? I don't even remember his name. He was basically a ripoff of August from not August, but Deus from fucking Ashura's Wrath. You give him the ability of what was it called? God, to where he can what call down lightning or predestined whatever fuck he was doing. I didn't like that. You go through all of this. You give them dope secretive arts to give them a mech suit.
Yeah.
You would have been better
And
off.
then they don't even use the ninja arts no more, I don't think.
They don't.
After that,
dude,
no.
he did start using it at the end, but it's like
But did
you.
he have the mech? Or was that
No, he
So
came out of the mech.
I would have been fine with the mech if the mech stayed with just the girl and like her ninja art or whatever the case was those mech suits. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
And that
that
was
makes
and nobody else used them. Nobody else used them. Only she did.
Right.
Because she was his wife's friend or whatever. And then so if it came down to only like she had those mech suits and then, you know, she sent them out like puppets or whatever, get in a fight.
That would have been acceptable.
Right, but now everybody's got them.
Yeah, everybody.
Like it's just dumb. It's like the
And then they have to be compatible to you?
Yep.
yeah, like you had to
It just
it had to be
automatically
integrated
that one's
with
compatible
your
with you?
yeah. It has to be integrated with your nervous
So-
system, with your.
So speaking of fights, so last category before we wrap this up, give me an anime that you think should win best fight or a game that should win best boss fight.
Best
Boss fight?
I'm gonna say Black Man.
Black Mist boss fights are
You got two
fucking
right there.
disgusting.
Erlong
And
and
it's Wukong.
and
Yin Tiger. Yellow
Yin
Long.
Tiger.
Yin Tiger, bro.
Yin
Yes.
Tiger. Yellow
Bro.
Long. Bro, it's a.
And then you said for anime?
Nah.
Give me an anime fight.
Nah.
Wait,
Leave all
go
those
ahead.
alone.
Go ahead.
What's this? My man's name? Scorpion Lord.
Fuck.
Scorpion.
Oh, that drunk motherfucker.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
and he fought you like he was drunk, bro. Like
When
he
I
was
say
on
I almost
pills
broke
and-
my controller.
Oh, word.
Dude, I hit my bro.
Word,
And the dude
so
said, I
y'all
said,
feel-
dude, why
Uh,
am I losing against this dude? He said, you know you can go, you don't have to fight back. I didn't fight him the first playthrough. I let Dustville handle it.
Oh.
So I will say for the game, I'm gonna diss it and then I'm gonna give it its props. So in Final Fantasy remake, I hated how at the end you fight Sephiroth at the end of the highway, right? And then they do the back and forth camera between Sephiroth and Cloud because that's supposed to happen at the very end of the fucking game.
Yeah.
But in Rebirth, you have the fight where it's kind of like a prelude to what they do in African Children, where they all of them do their fucking attack.
Yep.
Oh, that was
good.
It was
beautiful.
dope.
They all fucking hit him, and then they're hyping Cloud up for his attack.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Like having children.
I'm not gonna lie. I even like the part where they let Zach. We had to fight with Zach.
That was good. You had to fight.
He
separate.
charged up.
That was
his
cool.
attack. Yeah,
That was cool. That was cool.
I'm going back on Rebirth now. Even though they changed a lot of things, some of the things that they did add, minus the fluff, some of the things they did add,
Some.
I fell in love. Like some of the
Some.
extra fight, yeah, some of the extra fights, the
Yeah, maybe the extra
whole
fights.
alternate reality thing where Zach is seeing Cloud and all that. That was kind of cool. I'm sorry, because we know Zach is long buried and everything,
He's long dead.
but now him and Cloud are fighting basically side by side at the same time. Like
Oh yeah, when I
those
that
little
fight,
extras,
that
those
fight.
little. The end with Cloud and you fight with Eric, even though she's also long gone as well by that time. It's Cloud, Eric, and you fight Sephiroth. That fight was also nice. Personally, for me, those
So where
little
did she
extras.
come from though? Did she come from another timeline?
Okay, so
Because at the
No, no,
beginning,
no, no,
remember, she
no,
was
no,
just
no,
Cloud was
remember,
the only person that could see her.
Dimension
Cloud
shit.
is
Well,
hallucinating. He is hallucinating.
So this whole
He's
fight,
fucking
he's not seeing there's nobody there.
and that's what I was
There's
thinking.
nobody there.
Because when they got out of the spot or whatever, and they was getting ready to get on the
At the very end.
he's the only
But she's
one.
already dead by then.
Right.
Yes.
But he's the only one that can see her.
Right.
Cloud's whole thing.
So when
In the original, he hallucinates her throughout the whole fucking game. So,
he hallucinates. Period.
my boy, he keeps
my boy
seeing
goes through
Sephiroth,
it,
and
yeah.
So what? Give me a good fight from an anime of this year. This year.
Solo leveling when what?
Wait,
So
fight Seekers?
Egress is the Red Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that shit was fucking amazing. You know how many times I've watched that shit?
That's just.
You know what I mean?
He put
See,
those hands on.
Listen, I can't
I'm
say.
going back to a story I wanted to
Listen,
share. Let's finish it.
Listen, I can't from this year, even though it's not like I love Keegan and Baki, I do. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to just like, oh yeah, fight. That fight, it's up there. But when I look at like Keegan Ashura and like Baki, I like the fight between what the hell, AJ? What was the old dude's name?
Which one?
The dude with the hands that were basically stronger than fucking steel.
Come on, Kaio?
No, not the Fang of Matsudo, not him. The old dude, the strongest dude in the show that won the tournament, and when they did the little crossover, he was gonna fight Ujira, but they stopped it. The dude,
Fang.
huh?
You talking about Fang?
No, it's the old white dude with the yellow wolf eyes, and he literally has a gi, and this is his attack. This.
Oh, you talking about the motorcycle, the scruffy?
Yes,
dude. I
that
don't remember
guy.
his name, but yeah, that would have been a good fight.
That
I know
fight
who you're talking
between
about.
him, that
That's
fight between
basically-
him
that's
and the
basically a
Fang.
Bushiro.
Yes, that fight between him and the Fang was
It's
amazing.
pretty legit.
It was legit.
Well, him and Fang and you, that would have been a good match.
Bro, because the fact that he destroyed both of his hands, both of them, and he still
Smacking.
was able to
thrusting.
grab
He's
his arm
thrusting,
like
yeah.
this, literally almost dang near reconstruct his fingers to do a goddamn chop. Like like that's number two. But
That's
but
interesting.
Egress and
The Eagers fight.
I can't get over it. It's that
Yeah, that was a
nigga,
pretty good fight. He was
Nigga.
whooping him.
nigga, bro. The animation was godlike. You know what I'm saying? The fucking
Oh, bro, my boy.
He pieced him up.
My boy.
I think it was funny how
with a combo,
Sun Jiwoo
bro.
was like, you know what, this daggers ain't working, bro. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm a boxer.
He kicked me.
That man literally jabbed that shit in the ground and
I
said,
think he put his cape on. He's like, let's go.
He said, let's go.
Eagers, yeah.
What?
Eagers had-
He was a
Eagers
little
had-
confused. Like, you think I don't know how to
I
fight?
said, bro,
Yeah,
you
Eagers
think
had
I'm
that
here
Bro,
just
hit that
because I know
man
how to
with
use
so
the
many
sword?
command grabs.
Bro, yanked him up in the air, uppercut.
Did he yank him or he
bro,
bounced off the ground?
Yes, he did all that. He yanked him up, bounced him off the ground,
He said,
uppercut, and then he double
and then he smacked him that way.
smacked him
My
all the
boy
way
hit
to
him
the
with at least 3
ground.
command grabs.
I'm
in
like,
that
Yeah,
way.
he got him. He got him.
Three command grabs.
What?
So y'all would say that's the best fight?
No, that's not
say the best fight. but
That
it's
was
up
the best
there.
beatdown.
That would be
For sure.
my pick, but what would be yours?
It's okay.
Eagers
Fight
is
wise,
good. Yeah. Just fight wise.
Igris isn't a fight. That was not a fight. I'm
It was
sorry.
a beatdown?
That's
It was
not a
a
fight.
beatdown?
Yeah.
That's like real quick side tangent. How like we were saying how Luffy never ran from any fights except for one person. A lot of people were responding to us saying he fought Kuzan. That wasn't a fight.
He didn't run.
Kuzan instant frozen. That was
That's it. That wasn't a fight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel like the Igris.
No, the only
That wasn't a
person
fight.
He had,
Sanjiro
the
was
only
his
person
buddy.
that he need to run the fade back is Magellan, the dude from.
That's what we're saying. Yeah.
That okay? See,
Because
I
they- and the dude-
because he got bodied twice.
The
He
dude that
almost
froze
died.
him gave up.
He
Yeah,
almost
because it's
died.
like Luffy's
Yeah.
that's not a challenge. It was like, yeah, whatever, freeze and
Yeah.
move on. But
Bro
anyway,
beat Luffy so bad.
but in terms of
He
fights,
had to a hidden part of the prison.
Of the prison,
for the trainees.
and had
To
to
get that right.
have them heal him and use it in
another side tangent. Now you just said that same part. You know, Crocodile knows those people, right?
He was
he
a
does.
Crocodile's a girl.
He's a girl.
He does.
I wholeheartedly believe that now. Crocodile's a girl.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna leave that alone.
Which is
that's a
weird.
whole other episode.
Yvonne keeps bringing it up.
Yeah, exactly. Because you look like.
Didn't he use the hormone on him to change him into a female?
We don't know.
No.
Never brought it up.
That's
They never
the
said
theory
it.
though. That's one
But
of the
I'm-
Then why the fuck is he? Alright, you know.
Exactly.
That's
We'll leave that alone. But
Alright.
actual fights is gonna go back to Kaiju number 8 again. When he fought
the captain.
Yep.
Which captain?
The one
boy,
with the
so
two blades.
Two fists.
The electric dude. The
Yeah.
dude who whooped his ass until he lost control.
And went berserk. Yeah.
Oh, but no, he
So
pieced him up.
wouldn't
Yeah.
that be a one-sided beatdown? And
Nah. It was one-sided until he let loose.
But
That's a
okay,
fight.
didn't.
And he was getting slaughtered.
Yeah.
Okay.
You saw what happened to the old man? He almost died.
All right, y'all. That is going to be it for this episode. Those are our picks for Game of the Year as well as Anime of the Year. Respond below if what are y'all's picks for the upcoming Game of the Year. Who do you think should win? And as always, again, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Actually, you know what? I'm so sorry. I forgot about one more. Y'all remember The Witch and the Beast? That shit.
Oh, yeah.
I do not
Oh,
remember that.
no.
No, it was
The
not.
Witch and the Beast.
I've seen it. Not
You seen it?
not Anime of the Year.
No,
That was
no,
last
no,
year, though.
Five, you said five.